All or One is a social deduction escape room where the puzzle is the people. The important thing to take away from that statement is that this is a game of player versus players, not players versus the environment. You cannot search or solve your way out of this scenario. Rather, only through deducing and manipulating other players can you hope to win. With that said, the players awake to discover themselves trapped together in an effectively empty room, save for the trap door in the center of the floor clearly marked for death. A voice from an indeterminable source instructs the players that they have 30 minutes to select among themselves a sacrifice in order for the rest to be set free, or else gas will flood this room and all shall die. What follows is an overview of the components and the basics of how to play.
All or One is designed for 3 to 5 players, played over 30 minutes with 6 rounds of 5 minutes each. To keep time, we recommend using your smartphone, although anything will work as long as it can discreetly keep time with an alarm. During gameplay, the timer remains hidden to all players unless a special item allows a player to look at the time. This is the potential roles deck. I will deal out 2 for each player plus 2. For this example, we are pretending that there are 3 players, so I will deal out 8 cards. These represent the potential roles that could be in this game. The elements on the card offer hints towards that character's motivations and goals. The icon in the upper left-hand corner gives a hint at that character's win condition. The icon in the upper right-hand corner gives a hint at what that character might be trying to do to earn bonus rolls. These are all explained in more detail on the hidden role cards. You'll have to search the deck to find the hidden role cards that match the potential role cards that you laid out. Each player is dealt 2 hidden role cards. And the other 2 are discarded face down to the side. At the same time, I will also deal special item and mark cards to each player. Each player will only get 1 mark card. Using the cards that they have been dealt, players will select 1 hidden role and 1 special item that they feel best work together or that they would find most enjoyable to play. Having selected a hidden role and special item, the players discard their unwanted ones face down. The mark card designates a particular player if the hidden role or special item call for it. The mark may not be relevant to each character. During gameplay, the hidden role card must remain secret unless an effect or ability causes it to be revealed. The special item card details how and when it can be revealed. The mark card, however, may be willingly revealed at any time. Also, players will have in front of them a double-sided quick reference card that details particular actions that correspond to mental states, green for trust and red for aggression. At the beginning of the game and in between each round, players will receive one double-sided chip, which they will use to secretly select which mental state they desire to increase going into the following round. This is done by covering up the chip and giving a thumbs up when ready to reveal. All players reveal at once. It is important to note that the number of chips in front of each player will always equal the current round the game is in. Also, a player may never willingly decrease a mental state. This can only happen via an effect. In order to perform one of these mental state specific actions, a player must be at that number or higher of the corresponding mental state. Players are allowed to attempt one trust and one aggression action per round. To perform any given action, a player must simply announce that they are doing it and to whom. If the intended target is okay with this action, the action goes through and succeeds. If their target does not want this action to succeed, players roll their action die against each other, highest roll wins, and ties go to the defender. Any actions not listed on the quick reference guide are considered free game and may be used at any time. Action dice will still be used if the target does not want the action to succeed. Each player will also receive a number of bonus chips equal to the maximum number of bonus rolls they can earn during the game. This is equal to the number of players. It does not matter which side the chips start on, so long as each player starts with them on the same side. The use of these is optional if a player wishes to keep track of bonus rolls earned or lost. But remember, at the end of the game, you must be able to explain when and how you earned those bonus rolls. The last chip is used to indicate if a player is unconscious or dead. The game will end in one of three ways. First, if at any point in the game a player is on the trap door, a moderator will ask if all players able to answer are in agreement with this sacrifice. If everyone says yes, the game is over, that player on the trapdoor is sacrificed, and everyone else is set free. If no agreement is made within 30 minutes, gas will flood the room and all players die. Finally, there is an escape option detailed on the green side of the quick reference guide. Keep in mind it is possible for only some players to escape. If any players remain in the room, the game continues on. One last thing to keep in mind, all communication is considered public unless you have a special item that enables you to communicate privately. At the end of the game, all players will reveal their roles and determine who achieved their victory condition. Any player that has done so may then also roll for any bonus rolls earned. The player with the highest score wins the game.